Alright guys, basically here we go. So I'm doing now the Gabis. I want to do video a long time ago, but yesterday, so I'm just doing now. So it's one time about history of Troy winning Troy first one picks for running backs. And like people asking me stuff like what the gamble was the risk taken back in the day. So I'm just really want to talk about it. And last stuff, Troy running backs, the time period. Now I really want to talk about 1986. Because that's the year when the modern era. So what's the time? Running backs were huge in the 70s and 80s, long time ago. So back in the days, true running backs. So I'm talking about this. Talking about the things I want to talk about, like talk about the how the short traded, how the trade for running backs started. Because I remember people telling me but back in the 60s. So I'm just talking about him playing trade for the trade running backs. So the Coach State trade for Eric Dixon, LA Rams traded to Eric Dickerson. So it's talking about I can review it. Because everyone wants to talk about it. I want to talk about two. So 1987, it's talking about the biggest trade. And now they're talking about 1989, Herschel Rush could. Now this is a big thing I talk about. I think people should talk about this. Then we talk about the whole thing of Sega, but talking about this trade. So back in 19, a lot of people say we're here for a trade, 10 players trade more. That's the Herschel Rush could trade. We're going to teach you the Herschel Walker trade. Everybody knows the Herschel Walker trade. Well, that's good. Why this Cap? Why does the Viking has to trade for Herschel Walker? So let's go back down the story. Why the Vikings 1989 trade for Herschel Walker? Because that's the beginning of how the back story. How why Hibber's coach get the Eric Dickinson. So let's talk about this. So let's talk about it. You know what I'm saying? So 19, I know people talking about this. The Herschel Walker trade. It's talking about the whole thing about LA Rams traded to the Colts. So let's talk about this whole thing. So let's talk about the whole trade of 1986, 1987 trade. So let's talk about the whole trade. Because every trade we talk about the Nimbus Colts. Now, when the Colts trade for Eric Dixon, the Colts won the playoffs the year. So let's see what the Rams get. Was traded Eric Dickerson. And then, of course, the Buffalo Bills. So Buffalo's got running back Rick Bell, first round pick, 1988, 89, 87, 1988, two first round picks. What the Buffalo Bills? Let's see what the Rams traded for. Traded a lot of players for the draft pick. Eric Dickerson, it was three-team trade for running backs. Buffalo Bills traded. So here's the Buffalo Bills, and of course, LA Rams. LA Rams traded Eric Dickerson, and Indianapolis Colts also fucked up also. So what the LA Rams traded. So and what the got. LA Rams traded Eric Dickerson and Baltimore Colts. So Indianapolis Colts got traded Olin Girl, White Tucker Bennett, first one pick, number two pick, 1980. It won't draft pick 1988. And number 288 and number 289. And the Buffalo Bills traded Greg Bill, no one pick, 1988, one pick, 1989, number 2, 1989. So that's the two draft picks. With the thing with the Rams. Now, what the Buffalo Bills get receive was Cornelius Bennett. Cornelius Bennett was a decent player. Now, they gave Buffalo Bills the Super Bowls. 4 Super Bowls. They go down Super Bowls, 4 straight Super Bowl losses. Now, what the Rams coach got was Eric Dickerson. So the Rams coach got Eric Dickerson. What the Rams got was Greg Bell, Oral Girl, first one Buffalo Bills. I want it back, first team overall pick. Oral Cox, first Strickland, and Buffalo Cleveland Gary, and of course, first news. Now that's the thing. Other Rams didn't build enough. And other Rams in 2089. It's a kind of, I think other Rams making the bad choices with it for a while. But they didn't do rebuild. You know what I'm saying? I think the Rams kind of, there now was, Indianapolis could still fuck themselves. Because everything was 5-year runners. If you couldn't spin it, you could have at least don't trade for. I think the loss. I think Buffalo Bills. I think the Rams fucked up bad pick. I think the winner. I think the winner of this draft pick. The winner of the draft pick. Who the winner of this day is the Buffalo Bills. I think Buffalo Bills did the right thing. I think the Rams didn't win NFC Championship game, but they were fucking better than 90s. Eric Dickinson, what coach said was trade the best defense player. Eric Dickinson was he good? Yeah, he was good. Was he valuable? Running backs valuable in the league. I'm not sure there's Walter Payton and Jim Brown and things like that. That's kind of, I think that's kind of fucked up. I think not about Eric Dickinson. Eric Dickinson was a good player. Eric Dickinson took the never could Super Bowl? No. Could traded a good defensive player, Cornelius Bennett. Cornelius Bennett was the piece for the Buffalo Bills' success. Because Buffalo Bills' success helped him out. So, the Herschel record trade, another underrated Herschel record trade, that was that kind of the 90s. That was very interesting. I also want to talk about is how it happens. The whole thing was that thing was a setup for the Bills. It was short. Yes, I think the Bills could stay in the Super Bowl. What the winner was if other Rams should have built a good team and should have done his first one picks, you could have, but other Rams should have gone this one better. If we got better in the first one picks, and then they don't do jack shit. So I was talking about of course, we're talking about 1999 draft. The Vikings fucked up for dumbasses for trading draft picks. It's like, again, you understand why the Vikings were trading for that, because Eric Dixon and Herschel Walker was similar. That's why we could get the Herschel Walker trade. Now, so for 1999 trade, I think Colts trade. This is the thing I call it the luckiest trade ever. Traded Marshall Faulk. So remember, go forward to 10 years later. After Herschel Walker trade. And of course, 11 years later. It's good thing I bought Marshall Faulk. Now, Marshall Faulk was a Colts. And you know Marshall Faulk went to the Colts and went to the Rams. So let's do it what happened. So I know you guys saying what they did. So Marshall Faulk went to the whole thing of trading. Let's trade let's see what happens. Let's go back 19 and let's go talk about who won the trade with that, because that's the luckiest trade ever. And much is my favorite thing that was like Bill Polian was involved in this 19. The Bills 1980s. Okay. Remember how Bill Polian who actually traded the Bills in the 90s? Those 4 Super Bowls. I think the Bills were winners at that draft deal. If I was out of Rams, I could get Cornelius Bennett. Because if the Rams have Cornelius Bennett, and not going to do Buffalo Bills, it's just 2 teams deal, I think the Rams could have done better. So that's fucked up. The Rams did. It was fucked up. Imagine the Rams got Cornelius Bennett. that other team will stay because I like the defense at the time. Start Joe Montana back in the 90s. Remember the 90s, 80s and 90s. Well, you guys had good defense. So starting with the 1999 trade, 1999 and for draft trade. So I know people talking about 1999. Then we got the US trade. That was my favorite thought about 1999 for draft trade. Why I was thinking people didn't get it. So the Rams traded first one pick. First one pick. Let's see. Come on, this. What the hell is it? Can you get this? This going. Then talk about what the hell this trades. Coming on what the big deal was. So let's see. Hold on. So I'm sorry about this. You know what it worked from. See, what's the big deal? So, what's the big deal now? Back in '99. So, what it did was Alabama was traded Marshall Faulk to Ricky Williams. That was a trade for the Colts. This one pick. So that's the thing. What the Colts got was Ingrid James. That was a good move at that. Ingrid James was a decent player. Marshall Faulk was a good player. So now that was what it did was as the draft trade now was pretty great to China because Ingrid James was a really good player. Ingrid James was a decent player. Yeah, was still running back in the future. And what the Colts did was a winner because I think Marshall Faulk had good years. I know Marshall Faulk was super PE. I think the winner was the Colts for a while because they have Ingrid James was a future. The problem, but what thing that the Colts did was let Ingrid James go after 2005 season, 2004 season. Ingrid James was pretty good running back, but the Colts let him go with Arizona Cardinals that year. So I think what was a decent trade. It was a lucky trade. It was a lucky shit. Because Marshall Faulk was MVP from the LS St. Louis Rams. It was 1990 Super Bowl champion. I think that was the winner goes to St. Louis Rams. Because Marshall Faulk had a lot of in it. So still, imagine Peyton Manning and Marshall Faulk. They couldn't Super Bowl that year. Now it's about this whole fucking up. I know people are saying. I know a lot of people are Saints fans out there. I don't want particularly is a huge Saints fan, and he would say, "Ain't that Saints?" I only hate like to go. I understand why I understand that Saints fans hate my Dick go because he fucked up the Saints. I 100% agree that it. 100% agree Saints fans out there, but it's something about the Saints. Oh no! Please don't mention the Ricky Williams trade. Yeah. Sorry for that. But that's the thing of Washington Redskins. And I'm going to tell you what the winner is. I'm going to tell you who won the trade. Because I'll be pissed. But I'll be pissed at what happens. So I know people are talking about that's why Dicker's not on coaching anymore. So Mike Dicker is a hatred so much. Let's talk about it. That's time I understand why Saints fans were pissed off for that thing, and I'm talking right now. And that's what, damn. Some of this. So, what the Saints traded for is Saints trade A1 picks. That's fucked up. First one pick, day one pick, fourth one pick, fifth one pick, sixth one pick, and seventh first one pick, and of course, third one pick. Now, Dicka, you're a legend Chicago Bears, but you're fucked up because Saints destroyed themselves. Yes, Ricky Williams was gone. Saints because he went to someone else. But why the fuck you traded for this? Just so first one pick, third one pick, fourth one pick, sixth one pick, and first one pick and third one pick. That's like a Herschel record trade. But the thing is, it was a Herschel record trade, and the way it is, the Redskins fucked themselves over. The Redskins killed themselves over. And the Washington Redskins, you could have won the draft mode, or you fucked up. So what New Orleans Saints? Because what the New Orleans Saints did, they made the mistakes. So what the New Orleans Saints did years later, or kind of Saints, the New Orleans Saints, they lost, they were losers, but the Redskins, they didn't put a dynasty there. They could have been a dynasty there, but they made a fucking mistakes. They get traded, they get champion. So that's, so Ricky Williams traded to Miami Dolphins. Miami Dolphins, if I remember correctly, what Williams did when he was in BC, he was great. But Miami, everyone Ricky Williams was good at Miami. So what is Saints did with Miami? You know what Saints, they did a fucking smartest move ever. Because that Saints team is smart. I remember when So what did we not say? What Saints traded for Miami Dolphins? For first one pick, 2002 draft, and Christian did one pick. Which up getting a first one pick based on Williams' performance. So Saints did want this draft first one pick. And Charles Grant and picks. So what was there was Charles. There you go. What the Saints did was get a lot fucking good. And, you have in the history in 2006. Saints goes to playoffs, and we're going down 5. We're going to retire. Therefore, United States will the winner of the trade because the Saints. Yes, we could have wins Miami, yeah. But once Ricky is retired on 5, the Saints were better off Ricky. Because Ricky Williams, what Saints did was, they got Drew Brees, they got freaking Who Dat Nation, they got Sean Payton. And here night, Saints won Super Bowl. So that's just thinking Saints shut it down was a great move. And that was pretty the end of trading the running backs. And of course, it's a trade running backs. And I think this was the lucky time. The whole Marshall Faulk trade was against the Baltimore Indianapolis Colts. That was a great trade. I think it was the first one was the Bills one. Was the Bills get the first 4 NFC Championship games, and the Rams fucked up. For that, I think good things. The Redskins fucked up. The Cowboys, in all the history of winners, the Dallas Cowboys won it all. Dallas Cowboys, New York executed, Jimmy Johnson executed, Jerry Jones executed. That's why the Dallas Cowboys, besides they have in the 90s, they supposed to watch the Dallas Cowboys because they fucking know how to draft well. And that's what I think what Washington Redskins did. They didn't fucking do no jack shit. LA didn't do jack shit. And I do want to say more moves as well, because you know what I'm saying. Now, you don't trade first round picks to get the future. This is such in the future, right? I think that's the thing about this. Wiggins was Hoshibashko. I think it was. I think people talking about how people trade the first round picks, trade that first round picks. For this guy's, who the next Ricky Williams trade? Because the Ricky Williams trade, that fucking destroyed the Saints team. And all the Saints made the playoffs 2000 and beat the St. Louis Rams. And they went to the playoffs again, but there wasn't really that. There was a team of. If the Saints didn't trade up for that things to that, then Saints would be great. Still great. I think Saints would be a lot better. I think Saints should have Champ Bailey's for cornerback. So I think the thing why I think Saints didn't do the time was Dickerson trade for that fair picks. It's a bad move. So I see why people are pissed off at that things. That's why I understand Saints fans, they hate Ditka because it kind of show the franchise. I understand Ditka. I understand the hatred. I think Ditka's overrated as a coach. So I think Ditka's overrated. So I think that's why Ditka got fired. That's the things I saw Ditka fanboys, but I understand you're a Saints fan. So that's my thoughts. Please like, see you later.